Jesus' name.
Amen.
Good day, viewers, and welcome to another exciting episode on Moments with PJ. My name is Chinasa Elizabeth Omorugo, and I'll be your anchor for today's episode. With me here is our guest, our honorable guest in person of PJ, who is going to assist us in shedding more light and educating us on the biggest lies about love. As we all know, growing up, we had some myths that we've already believed on, things we feel without them, love cannot stay. Things we believe, oh, if I don't do this, it would not happen. So we are going to start up with the first question, sir. TJ, welcome to today's episode.
Thank you, Chinasa.
So growing up, I used to hear that they say love will conquer all things.
Wow.
I want to understand the basics of that statement.
Okay, love conquers all. The Bible says something about love covering the multitude of faults. Okay,
Okay.
where there is love, you tend to cover up faults, overlook faults. So when they say love conquers all, it means there may be obstacle in the marriage, there will be obstacle in the relationship, but your love for the person can pull you through. For example, you love someone and the person lost his job.
Okay.
For the love you have for him, you can pull through. Okay, you love somebody, there was an accident that causes a damage to his legs or one of the arms. Your love for him will make you stay.
Okay.
All right, so
Okay.
love becomes the sustaining factor in marriage or in relationship. That's the concept to which that is referring to.
Okay, thank you for that clarity, sir. Secondly, they say one's partner completes them.
One partner.
One's partner, like
Okay.
I'm married to somebody,
Okay,
they
completes.
complete me.
Okay.
So I want to understand the basics in
For
that
that.
statement that they say, okay, without this person, I am not complete. Is that correct?
Okay, let us go back to the origin of creation. The origin at creation. We know the story according to the Bible, how a rib was taken from Adam and the woman was formed, Eve. When Adam woke up, he said, "This is the bone of my bones shall be called a woman." So from that, a part of the man was taken to make the woman. So by inference, every man is incomplete until he finds his missing rib. Every man is incomplete until he meets his wife. Okay, so a partner breaks. Your partner is at your missing rib. When you discover or you locate them, they make you a complete being. That is one. Also, marriage is partnership. You complement each other. That is to tell us that you go for what you don't have. Okay, so your trust of a partner is that you look at those things you are lacking on your inside, you go bring what complements you. For example, jokingly, you are a very brief person in height and you want taller children. What do you need to do? Go and get someone that's slightly taller above you, so your offspring should be average.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So it is your better half that actually completes and make you whole. Yes.
Okay. In emphasis to this explanation, how about those persons that they've already concluded that I don't want to get married?
Okay.
It could be due to religion or personal beliefs.
Okay.
Does it mean they are not complete as a person?
Okay. The completeness here is not about purpose. It's not about purpose. For example, you're a young lady, you want a child. How do you get a child if you refuse to get married? You need your husband to make that happen. Except you want to go for an adoption. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Adoption is a product of civilization, not the original plan. Do you understand? Do you get what I said?
Yes, sir.
Adoption is a product of civilization. It wasn't the original plan. Original plan was for man and wife to copulate and have a child. Do you understand? So if you want a child, which is a need, you need a man to do that. All right. So for those that choose not to, they are complete, but there are things they can't do for themselves. It is not possible.
Okay.
They can't do for themselves.
Okay.
All right.
All
So,
right,
but
sir.
again, it is their choice not to get married. All right. And you must respect them and their choices. But there are things they will certainly need they are a partner to do for them.
Definitely. Thank you very much, Sam. My third question here is they say love means never having conflicts.
Okay.
When you're in a relationship, it definitely with the opposite sex, husband and wife, is it possible for conflict not to arise?
Well, that is not true. There is no way conflict will not arise. Okay. Conflict is part of relationship. It reveals your companionship, it reveals your company, it reveals your conviction, and all a lot. So conflict is good. In fact, the ease with which you resolve your conflict tells how strong and solidified the relationship is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So conflict once in a while is good. It is good. In fact, they'll tell you, never marry somebody you've known winter and summer.
Summer
Okay, that is, you've not seen the good and
and
the
the
bad
bad.
time. So it's important we have conflict. So that is not correct.
Okay, so in relationships,
Disagreement will come.
disagreement would occur,
Certainly.
but the
The
the speed
ease
the speed and ease in which we
we
resolve
resolve,
them, okay,
it tells how deep the
the love
relationship
is,
is.
oh,
Okay, in
okay,
fact, relationship when there's conflict in relationship, it throws up our belief system.
hmm.
It makes me to know you better.
Yes, I know your
My
strength.
strength. Okay,
That's
it even
true.
shows my temperament, how I
Mm,
flare at things. So it's a revelation in the course of relationship. It's very good. Like I said, the underlying principle is the ease with which we resolve and come back together.
mm. Thank you so much, Sam. We always feel passionate about love. I want to ask, do we always have that rosy moment? It's related to the previous topic,
Yeah.
the previous statement I just asked. That word, passionate, love, is it in that relationship? Do you always see your partner and you are in love? You don't have any sort of, oh, I wish I had not married this guy. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying
Yes, I
to
do. I
say.
do.
Is it always rosy?
No, no, no. Again, now this is a little bit different from the usual conflict.
Mm-hmm.
Conflict, we are in love, but we disagreed.
Yes.
That's conflict. This one is a feeling of
Feeling.
a form of regret.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you understand.
Yeah.
Yes, it does happen. All right. When expectations doesn't materialize as expected, there may be that feeling
Mm.
because we already had an impression or an image of what we expect. Okay, per time. If it's not coming, that regret might be there. Okay, and it happens to both gender. So yes, there may be that feeling, and that is why both partner must try to be very reassuring.
Mm.
Example, things are not working well.
Mm.
Nobody planned that, okay, after we get married, she will lose her job, I'll be sacked, and it
Mm.
just happened.
Mm.
There might be regrets.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
But when, with our words, we can reassure each other that in fact, it's just a phase and that we're going to come out of it and come out better. Of course, yes, it does happen. There may be that feeling of regret. Especially if before you made him your choice or made her your choice, you had three other choices
And you chose
and you
that
settled for
person
him. And you start hearing stories of those ones you turned down, now doing
down.
excellently well. The possibility you bow your head in regret is there, but you must be optimistic.
Mm.
And the two of you must be there for each other. Trying times do happen in marriage. It
Mm.
do happen, yes.
Mm. That's true. That's true. Sir, I want to ask again, is my partner responsible for my happiness?
To a very large extent, yes. But you must come to a point where you love yourself.
Hmm.
It's called self-love. All right. It's a joyful thing getting married. Imagine your wedding day. You know, you saw the crowd, the music, the paparazzi look at you looking very beautiful in your gown. Look at your guy in his suit. Is it three-piece or two-piece suit? You see your mom, you see your father, you see your friends, schoolmates, everybody just being, just your day.
Yes.
We had everybody just hope that it will continue all that way till our dying day. But at times, life do happen.
Definitely.
You know, some life do happen. Yes, to a large extent, your partner or your spouse determine your level of happiness. Now, after all the paparazzi of the wedding day, and you are down to reality, you're down to the business of marriage, and discover that all those things are just mirage. You are now settling down to the main thing, and it's not there. You feel bad. So at that point, don't go crying over spilled milk. Love yourself. Just love yourself. So at that point, you're going to transfer your love, you transfer your happiness that you place on him to loving yourself. So you're going to make yourself happy. So you must have a way in your marriage to make yourself happy independent of him. But if he's the source of your happiness, it is beautiful. But if you think yours is hitting the rock and your head is tearing apart, be happy with yourself.
Okay, so is it best to say that we should love ourselves first, or simply put, we should not rely on a man or on our spouse for our happiness?
No, you must rely, because if you are going into marriage with the mentality of not relying fully, then you are opening the door for problems. Okay, nobody start off wedding with an intention of it not working,
Yes.
and so you have to be optimistic about it bringing you maximum happiness.
Happiness, like
And
enhancing the love.
yes, so and you must do everything within your power to ensure your home is happy. But if peradventure, having done all the things you needed to do and you've done them rightly, and the happiness is not coming, woo, look at yourself in the mirror and blow a kiss to yourself and
That's
be happy.
beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Growing up, I used to hear that love requires sacrifices.
Yeah.
If we give a case scenario of intending couples or even married people, probably there was an opportunity that came. Either the wife was meant to travel, just a case scenario, and because of the children, she's opting to sacrifice that opportunity or the slot for the husband to
To
travel.
travel. Okay.
And at the end of the day, the man goes forth and gets married to somebody else. Now they say love is sacrifice. You should sacrifice in love. And she
Yeah.
sacrificed her own opportunity of going abroad for the husband.
Yeah.
So I want to understand, should we as women, should we as men play that part, sacrifice in to a large extent in a relationship, all in the name of love?
Okay. Marriage is sacrificial, and both parties are expected to be sacrificial at one point or the other. Okay. Now, but the case you just brought about relocating, migrating from greener pastures, it is something both families should sit down, look at it holistically, which one best suits them. Unfortunately, we've had cases where a partner had to go with the intention of bringing others and all that, and then got there, fall in love with someone else and all that. Yeah, that's very disappointing. It's the nature of man, and that's a fallout of our deprived nature, okay? But that does not mean that has not been working for some people. That does not define sacrifice in marriage. For example, your husband is working and he's been owed 2 months because in the office they're having an issue, and you're also working. You can sacrifice your money to run the home, pending when he's being paid. That is sacrifice. You understand? Your husband undertake a very long journey. Your children needed to get one or two things for school, and you use your money to run the home pending his arrival. That is sacrifice. So there are other areas we can sacrifice. But of course, life is a risk, and it's even more risky if you don't take risk. But when you're taking the risk, you must analyze the risk to ensure it is worth taking. So even in the course of marriage, you must, together with your spouse, analyze the sacrifices to be made. I have had cases people blindly sacrifice ignorantly. Like this case you just said. The lady got opportunity to travel probably to the United States of America from Nigeria, which is a better land compared to Nigeria. And she said, for love, honey, if you go there, you remember us. There is no wisdom in it.
So in that scenario, the wife should have gone.
Well, I will not say outrightly the wife should have gone. They should have discussed properly and planned.
Mm.
And besides planning, what are the mechanisms in place to ensuring that the other partner doesn't do what this man just said or just did, like you said?
Mm. Mm.
But if the woman go, listen, it is easier for the woman to remember her children and her husband
Children,
than the man
yes,
remembering
yes,
her and her children.
yes,
It is easier.
that's true.
So if she got the opportunity of traveling and the man is favorably disposed to her traveling, she should travel. She will remember him for the children's sake.
Yes,
But there's
that's
a
correct.
possibility a man will go there and then see an
Okay.
American lady and then
Thank you very much, Sam.
yeah.
So, do we need to change who we are to be loved?
No, no. In fact, you must be you to be loved. A man that loves you will love you for who you are.
Mm.
A woman that loves you will love you for who you are. They're not loving you for anything. They're loving your person. Do you understand? Why should I love you? It is the understanding of your personality I should fall in love with, not your color, not your pointed nose,
Mm.
not your shape, not your size.
Mm.
Okay, I should love your person, the real you. So you do not need to change to feel love. No. Be natural. Be yourself. The man that will love you, the woman that will love you will not stress you. He will love you the way you are. Then when both of you are in love, you can now enhance what you are. Okay? You can jointly agree to enhance what you are.
Okay.
Yes.
Where the husband is into into church full time,
Full time. How do you mean by full
full
time?
time, like is a devoted Christian,
Okay.
and the wife is just
A
patching up.
nominal.
Yes, and the husband gives her condition like you must become a devoted Christian before I can marry you. And the wife loves the man. The wife loves the last
Are
the
you calling
lady.
them wife?
That I'm correcting it now. The
Okay.
lady loves the
The
guy
guy. Okay.
in question.
Yes.
That, oh, I love this person. So she wants to change because of that person she loves. So if she changes because of that person, should we say in the nearest future there's every possibility she will change back to her previous lifestyle?
Okay, thank you. One of the impact of love is daily upgrade or change. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
when you love somebody, you try to consciously or unconsciously change to suit the desires of the person. But when it comes to belief, worldview, perspective, these are very difficult. Okay,
Okay.
so I do not subscribe to a man changing because the lady wants to marry a different Christian. That can be hypocritical
Mm-hmm.
because our religious faith is not based on anybody. It should be based
So,
on conviction.
mm,
Do you hear that?
yes, sir.
Religious practice is on conviction, not on anybody. So if he's changing because you are committed, or if she is changing because he is committed, that is a very wrong way to practice such religion.
Mm,
There is no conviction. There is the likelihood he will fall back.
mm,
What keeps him in his religion is his conviction about life.
mm,
So it is conviction that forms his belief system and values.
mm,
So now, because of love, my girlfriend says, oh, I must attend church ABC before you can marry me, and I join in. What is the possibility that after marrying her, I will not take her to what I believe in?
mm-hmm,
So it is wrong.
mm,
Belief system should not be on the basis of love,
no.
it should be on the basis of personal conviction. At that point, even if you don't marry, you will remain.
Mm,
Okay?
mm,
So I don't support the idea of, oh, my girl is very spiritual, my guy is spiritual. Let me change. No. Now there are also cases, very funny. You can see them appearing very religious before marriage. And after marriage, they
they
turn
go out.
to be something else.
Mm,
So all along, they only played along because they wanted a godly man.
mm-hmm.
And so they pretended to a godly woman
Woman.
or a godly guy wanting a church woman.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way to get a church woman is to meet her in the church.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes,
You see,
sir.
that is why our religious belief should not be the basis for love.
For love.
No, it shouldn't be. Like, if you are the choir director in your church, I can come and be a very good usher, but I'm eyeing you.
Mm-hmm.
After 3 years or 1 year, I can meet pastor. I love that sister. And they have known me as a very good brother. And you two have come to vet me as a good brother.
Yeah.
But all along, I was only playing because I want your hand in marriage. So it is important that the need for religious compatibility, but it should not be the basis for a choice of a partner because it can be deceptive.
Mm, mm, mm. That's very correct. Our viewers out there, we've all heard the narrative of the things we've believed in growing up, the myths, the lies we believe without them love cannot hold, or without them love cannot exist. I want us to take our time, spare a minute or two of our time. We like this video, share to our friends and families, share to our singles, share to the married couples. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe click on the notification button to subscribe to this channel, and also do not forget that without you, there is no moment with PJ. We thank you for joining us on today's episode, and we hope to see you some other time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.